Look how cute they are! How you doing, folks? Chad here at the farm. Welcome back to my channel. There's the bunny barn behind me, guys, and there's the run that I've been working on. It's been fun. It's been interesting. I have a little bit more work to do to cage up the front. I have to build the door and cage up the door. We're going to do that today. We're going to transfer the mama and the babies to the big pen. We're going to transfer the buck to the small pen. We're going to transfer the other 3 does into this pen. And it's going to be awesome! It's a really, really wet day today. I've been waiting for a couple of hours to get my camera out so it won't get wet. And the dogs are so dirty! The baby bunnies get so big so fast. They're getting close to the point where I need to wean them off the mother. They're already eating solid food like grass and the pellets, so that's great, but they're still suckling on the mama. So I think I got to give it another week and a half, and then I'm going to actually separate the mum for a while so that they can get used to living and surviving on food without the mama. So for anyone new to the channel, my name's Chad, and we do all sorts of fun stuff here on the farm. One of them is that we keep these Californian rabbits for the manure and for the fun. And I built them this bunny barn right here, still a work in progress, and I'm building this patio area, you know, a caged run for them so that they're protected from the predators. I don't want coyotes getting my bunnies. And we really need the poop for the garden. That's why we have them. But honestly, they're quite awesome. They're very gentle. They're very quiet. They don't take a lot of labor to take care of. That's pretty darn good in my book. So let me just bring you guys up to speed since the last bunny barn build video, and I'll show you what I did to get it to this point, and then we'll continue the job. If you take a look at what I'm doing here, this metal on the outside of the rabbit barn is really for chew protection. And if you notice, I've left a little bit of a gap on the bottom, and that's because I will be putting this 1x1 fencing, and I want it to go all the way underneath. Once I have that fencing underneath and stapled down, pushing right down on the ground, so there's no way the rabbits could ever dig out over there. Now what I'm doing is overlapping the fencing by a couple of inches. That'll just give it a little bit more stability because they're only 24-inch rolls. I don't really want to waste my 48-inch rolls. That's good for fencing. This stuff is good for rabbit digging. I'm using these things. They're 6 inches long and they're like huge staples. And I'm using those to hold down the fence. It's going to hold it down somewhat. And then what I'm going to do is put, you know, like a layer of soil all over top of this, just for aesthetics. I don't want the rabbits walking on the fencing. I want them walking on soil, and I'm hoping maybe to plant something there like grass or clover or something. What I did here is I folded it like this in an L shape out to here, and then I'm just gonna get a little wire and close that off so there's no possible way for the rabbits to dig out. Come here, buddy. Come here, Dexter. You're not listening. You're not listening. What are you looking for? Come here, buddy. Come here. Stay down here, okay? Okay, buddy? Stay down here, okay? I know, you love me, but stay down here. Don't go up there, okay, bud? Okay? Checking out my bunny barn? Maggie, you okay, kiddo? You checking out my bunnies? You're looking awfully pretty. Cute they are! For those of you who are wondering about the mama, she's got a severe case of ear mites. There's like a crust inside the ear, eh? I actually took her to the vets and they gave me this stuff called Revolution, and you just drop it on the back of their neck and it's supposed to clear it up. It's this stuff here, eh? And it just comes in a little tube. You break the cap and then you put it on the back of their neck right on the skin. And I have to treat all of these baby bunnies too, because all the rabbits more than likely will have these ear mites. And the vet says it can be, frustrating to deal with these ear mites. And I mean, ear mites, for those who don't know, ear mites are mites. They're microscopic organisms that feed off the dead skin inside the ear of the rabbits. Cats get them too. So I'm very familiar with this Revolution stuff because I've used it on the cats before. The mother was looking so sore, And, I felt kind of bad because maybe it's irritated. So I've now transferred these bunnies into this bigger pen. You can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 babies over there. There's the mama. And then this pen is for the buck, the one boy. Olive, you okay? You okay? You're not getting too wet? You look like a ragamuffin. That's the only trouble with old English sheepdogs. When it's wet outside, guys, they get so dirty! Farm dirty! Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Good girl. That's it. That's it. There you go. There you go. Come on. There you go. So let me show you what I've done in here. Now that these 3 ladies are in here in their new digs, before we go ahead and get that buck, I'll show you what I did. This is the bunny barn, of course, and I have a little door there, and I have a little door there. So on the other side of the little door, I built this huge fence. I mean, it's not really huge. It's 8 feet by 8 feet, okay? And this little section here is where the buck's gonna live, or it's a nursery area for when we have a mother with her young'uns. I tried to make it look like a natural habitat as much as possible. We're using these Rubbermaid bins, and they're connected to some solid weeping tile. And these are 6-inch weeping tiles, these little pipes, and I'm using them as some fake tunnels. And I had some old rotten barn beams that we found under the ground, and I'm using those. I put lots of nice rocks in and around and tried to make it, look like really a natural habitat. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. So now it's great. We have all the rabbits moved to the new bunny barn. We have the buck in his own habitat, separate from all the females, so that they don't keep producing bunnies. And then we have the mama. Hey, buddy. You okay? You okay, bud? And then we have the mama and the 5 babies in this stall, but I didn't open up the door to the outside. I really feel very good and proud about building this habitat for all of our rabbits. I really want them to live in a place as close to their natural habitat as possible, but they need to be protected and cared for. And you can see the rabbits are investigating their new space. It's very new to them. They're going to be stressed out for a little while, and you can see that they're already digging. That's why I put this 1 by 1 inch wire fencing down all along the ground. So even if they dig, they're just going to hit that fencing and they won't be able to escape. can't believe I got this at least 90% done. I still have a huge cleanup to do of this area. And I mean, it feels pretty good to get all these bunnies out of the barn and into their new Rabbitat. And just in case you missed the previous episode of the bunny barn build and the tiny baby rabbits, I'm going to put it down below right here. And that way you can click and keep on watching and keep this train rolling. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next episode.